Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Virgo and Pisces on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch the videos that I have up on the channel. But like I was saying, in case you're interested in the deck that I'm using today, it's called the Ludi Lescott Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, my information is in the description below. Also, I do just want to give you guys a little bit more insight as to how I shuffle my cards. Sometimes the cards have a habit of flipping over in the deck. I do see them, however, I usually only take cards that jump out of the deck like these ones have. Oops. And usually if they jump out in groups that are too big, I'll go ahead and put them back in and continue shuffling. But my main goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your reading. So it looks like we have about 7 cards, so I'm going to continue shuffling until we get 1 or 2 more cards, and then we can get started. All right. So Pisces, I do just want to give you guys a quick reminder that in case you enjoyed the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But it looks like your overall energy here is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is one of those cards where I think it encompasses a little bit more than like what the traditional reading is. The Four of Pentacles is a card all about keeping resources to yourself, right? It's about sort of this selfishness. It's about this, you know, you can even see just from the depiction here that this man is sort of keeping these coins close to him and, you know, doesn't necessarily have a welcoming, friendly smile or anything that he would imply that he would want to share his wealth, right? And with the Four of Pentacles, we have sort of this dichotomy with the Six of Pentacles, which represents charity and prosperity and, you know, generosity, whereas the Four of Pentacles has this sort of energy of selfishness, right? And I feel like this applies more to just money. I think that it also applies to communication, emotions, just information in general. So it could be that somebody is keeping information from you, or you're keeping information from someone else. If the latter, it's probably true that both of you are. So I think that there's a lot going on here in terms of mind games. Because we have this Four of Pentacles and even the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups is a card all about fantasy. It's all about thinking and being in your head, right? You can see this this mirror in the background. It reminds me a lot of that mirror from Harry Potter, where, you know, you look into it and it shows you your deepest, darkest desires or whatever. I haven't read the books in a long time, but with this Seven of Cups, I think that you guys are spending a lot of time up in your head, really thinking, fantasizing, and just indulging emotionally. And I think that with this Tower card, there's something that needs to take place. And I think it has to do with communication. Because all of a sudden, it just became very difficult for me to say the words that I want to say. Like, my tongue just feels tied and it feels sore, and I just can't get out the words the way that I would like to. It's become far difficult. So I think that you guys are experiencing something in communication right now where it feels like you just cannot get the words out the way that you would like. And that's probably a big reason why you have this Tower card, is because now there's going to be a huge upheaval and transformation in your life that really makes you reevaluate and reanalyze and sort of have a different approach when it comes to communication and other things. Because I think that in the past, you were definitely in this Hermit energy, because the Hermit energy kind of lends itself to the Seven of Cups energy. Because when you're in the Hermit mode, you really start to think and to analyze and to approach things And I think that you're exiting that energy. And it's no coincidence to me that this Hermit in reverse comes after this Seven of Cups. So it feels like a natural progression from one energy to the next. And it's also therefore very interesting that we have this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because the Queen of Pentacles is representative of earth signs, which is very similar energy to the Hermit. The Hermit represents Virgo, which the Queen of Pentacles also represents Virgo. It represents Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So I'm thinking here that as you're leaving sort of your Hermit energy, you're also kind of leaving your a lot of your stability behind. I think that right now you're making kind of like a trek or some kind of a journey is the beginning, and you're kind of taking a risk here. And it feels like a lot of this comfort and stability that you perhaps knew in the past, you're kind of letting go of that. And it feels like this is probably connected to this Tower moment where everything changes and everything is different. I think that for a lot of you guys, you might be contemplating moving or doing something where you just feel like you're starting over, right? Because you have this Hermit energy in reverse. Also, the Hermit is representative of Virgo, which is a sign of opposition to you. And here with this High Priestess and this Ten of Swords, I feel like you guys really need to evaluate your situation a little bit more. I think that with this Hermit card, you've spent enough time thinking about it logically, but now with the High Priestess, it's time that you sit down and sort of listen to yourself intuitively. What does your heart say? What does your subconscious say? Like, what is your spirit and what are your spirit guides telling you to do and why, right? Those are things that you need to listen, because I feel like there's a lot more to the situation than just the logical. I feel like if you write things down on paper, things will look one way, but then when you start to think about them and really like analyze them like emotionally and spiritually, you'll see that things are not quite lining up the way that you had originally thought, right? Because I always say that when you make a head over heart decision, you put yourself in a difficult situation, because now, you know, you're imbalanced. But if you, let's say, use your heart to decide where you want to go and then use your brain to get there, then I think that you'll be a lot happier in the long run. And especially as a water sign, like, your power comes from your emotions. So if you make decisions where you're emotionally imbalanced, that's going to really reflect itself throughout other areas of your life. You're going to be like this Ten of Swords, but like every aspect of your life, right? That's going to cause ripples. Like when you throw a rock into a pond and you see those ripples. And I don't think it's a coincidence that we have the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords talks about taking a rest and taking time to stop and think and to take a step back. And I think that for a lot of you guys, you need to get actual literal rest. I think a lot of you guys are a little bit sleep deprived, perhaps sleeping in a little too late or not sleeping enough hours, right? So try to regularize your sleep schedule. I feel like that'll help you a little bit. But other than that, you need to take, you know, mental rest as well. You need to really take the time to feel rested and relaxed, rejuvenated, all those things, because I see this Page of Wands. Sorry, this Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is sort of an initiating message of stability. And I think that it sort of goes full circle here, because we have the Queen of Pentacles and now we have the Page of Pentacles. So this to me feels like you're going from the top back to the bottom, which to me feels like a new beginning, right? And as a result, I feel like you're really going to need to rest up in order to make the best out of this new beginning. And it's very interesting because we have this King of Wands here, which really, really radiates Leo energy for me for some reason. So some of you guys might be dealing with a Leo, but it's in reverse. So it kind of feels parallel, sort of nebulous to the reading. I feel like this is energy that you need to take note of, because I feel like this person doesn't have your best interest in mind, or they're not helping you. Maybe they're holding you back. I don't think it's because of malice, but I feel like they're inadvertently holding you back. So just be aware of whoever this person is. But that was your reading first time around, Pisces. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Pisces and Virgo on Saturdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for next reading. Also, I do want to point out that I looked at the timer and I saw 1001. So for some of you guys, you might be seeing those kinds of synchronicities. I also just saw 1010. But like I was saying, I hope to see you guys next time for next reading.